2. Greetings, Patreoners. In this video, I wish to roll out your performance art rewards for the year 2019. If you were Greetings, Patreoners. In this video, I wish to roll out your performance art rewards for the year 2019. If you prefer to read an artist statement rather than watch a video, please hit the closed captioning button on the right-hand side of your video browser. For 2018, I performed in my home monthly performance artworks from the dashboard camera of my laptop. The performances were a scattering of art historical references in the performance art genre within the overarching frame of the dashboard cam, unique to 21st century performance art practice. The videos were uploaded as unlisted on YouTube to ensure that they were exclusive to Patreoners, yet easy to share within the inner circle of my Patreon subscribers. I later uploaded all 12 performances to custom-made flash drives as a collectible item for Patreoners. Looking forward to this year, I wanted to up the ante. While I wanted to experiment in new ways of offering my performance work to Patreon members, I have also grown fond of the monthly performance art practice of performing from my home on my desktop cam. Hence my decision to up the ante in 2019, while continuing the monthly parodies and performance art that end in a collectible flash drive after 1 year. A constant theme in real life performance artworks is confronting authority, where I perform guerrilla performance art in public parks throughout the city. I feel today there is a necessity that artists practice in making artwork that is outside the framework of the institution. For too long, we have ignored the marginalized and the disenfranchised. The United States' current state of politics is exemplary of why today, more than ever perhaps, the artist must stand in opposition to the institution, which includes the places that have long held up as a place of sanctuary, solace, inspiration, and education, the art institution. The economic disparity alone between the wealthy artists and the artists is evidence enough that the art world is corrupt. Artists need to take the reins of art history. It is from this point I will be adding, for my patrons, performance artworks categorized under the title Dissent Performances, somewhat sarcastically appropriated from the Ruth Bader Ginsburg fans. Dissent performances will take place in art institutions on a monthly basis. The performance acts will range from minor adolescence behavior to nuanced performance artworks. My aim is not to upstage the artworks on display, though by proxy this may be the case. I think the artist should take into account agreeing to display their work in a museum to begin with is to be accepting of what takes place in that space. I want to make it clear, again, that it is not the artists that I dissent, but the institutions and any occurrences, whereas I may disrespect a work of art, is merely thrown under the definition of dissent, which is to create conflict. My dissent performances will never involve acts of vandalism. As much as I respect vandalism, I have always prided my work as a performance artist with that of visiting a national park, which is leave no trace. The dissent performances will not be shared exclusively on my Patreon, but across all my social media platforms and websites. However, my patrons will receive collectible items from the performances, including a 2020 calendar of still images and a macaroni noodle dissent necklace akin to RBG's necklace available through Banana Republic. Yes, I am aware to the irony of copying the very nature of art institution as patron for your support of my art practice. But we're talking about $5 a month. I'm less than your Netflix. In continuation, under the guise of up the ante, I wish to challenge myself in revealing the practice of performance art with my patrons. In this vein, I will be uploading to my TikTok account and sharing via Patreon a series of moments where performance art is present. These are moments in my day-to-day where I am inspired to think of something as performance art. An act that I am performing or an act that I am observing. As these occurrences happen both on and offline, I want to specify that the recordings of such observances will be in real life only. If you want to see this online and on online occurrences of performance, you can follow my Tumblr at the3o'clockbook.tumblr.com or cosplayinghose@tumblr.com. Again, sharing to TikTok is not entirely exclusive to Patreon for a couple of reasons. One, Patreon does not have the capacity to host the videos. Two, the apparatus which I will be recording these occurrences will be from my phone, and I have found the TikTok app a sufficient ideal framework for sharing the videos. Both the Descent performances and Where's Performance Art occurrences, as well as the continuation of parody of performance art, will all be happening within a monthly basis. I reserve the right to amend these performance practices at any time within the year. Thank you, Patreoners, for your support. Though I am not making these performances entirely exclusive, I am making them happen exclusively because of you. Thank you.